How we doing, everybody? This is the Fantasy Fanatics bringing everything you need to know about fantasy football for the 2023 season. We got ourselves a 10-team league here, starting off with yours truly. And he waddled away, led by Jalen Waddle. This week, going up against I'm on another level. That's Joey O.D., led by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nation Joe Blaney, as you can guess, Joe Blaney is his name, versus Devella Incorporations, which was a close one this week. Juicy Chubb, who is another one of yours truly, Jason Vitale, one of the co-hosts, going up against SHU's finest this week, Ant Panisi, Antoine Anthony. Matt is fat. It's our boy Matt Casey, who couldn't join us today. He was going to be our slave, telling him to look up anything we needed to look up, but he went up against our highest scorer of the week and a special guest on our show, Bad T Shot, led by T Higgins. That's Eric Fazio.
T Higgins with 0 points.
And our last matchup of the week, Mario Pierulli versus Team Bot. It was Marco Martiri, who might not win a game all year. Jason, take it away.
We had a weird week, low scoring, just week, and it was miserable to watch. It was just a slow week. So first, to start off, I face SHU's finest, Anthony Panisi, in a close battle. Got away with it. I won by less than a point. It was if guys was to put one more pass, I was screwed. So 1-0. Then we got Eddie waddled away versus I'm on another level, and sad to say one of our hosts lost under 100 points. I'm on another level, 109.08 versus 93.7.
In my defense here, my first round pick was Travis Kelce, and my quarterback was Aaron Rodgers.
I had injuries too, so I don't want to hear that. Then we got Nation Joe Blaney in another close battle with Devella Incorporations. Joe Blaney lost that one. We were all cheering for that, let's be honest.
We were.
Yeah, 120 to 125. Crazy.
Greg Zerline bailing him out last night.
Leg to leg. Jets legend. Then we got Matt is fat versus Bad T Shot. Bad T Shot is below me right now, and he's the highest scorer of the week, so obviously he won that one. Then we got Team Bot, the retard, Marco Martiri. A little slow.
Taylor was his first round pick. So tells you all you need to know about him.
He
drafted the guy in the first round.
But it's 2017 fantasy sheet.
2020.
Yeah. How did he show up to a 2023 fantasy draft with a 2022 sheet? It's ridiculous to me.
I don't know. I would have printed him out.
That's just a waste of $50 right there. He's not even trying.
First, pretty good with a 103 score. I guess he got it out with a win. Crazy. All right. That's our next segment. We got our highest scorer here. We got a couple questions for him. He's also so let's start off with the power rankings.
Yeah, so we do have the power rankings this week. I mean, it's we had one before week 1. I mean, I don't think it really changed that much. What's going on, Michael?
What's going on, boy? My roommates.
What's going on?
Doing the fantasy podcast.
All right.
Fantasy.
Start off number 10. I think it's pretty obvious. Number 10, Team Bot, Marco Martiri.
He might not win a game all year.
Oh my God.
As we said, Jonathan Taylor, first pick, sucked. Derrick Henry, his best player, and Patrick Mahomes didn't really show up. Didn't even crack 90 points. Nothing really to say there. Next, I mean, his quarterback did go down week 1. Heartbreak felt around the league. And he waddled away. Michael Morano, number 9. We hate to see it, but we think he's going to be on the rise. No Travis that week. Aaron Rodgers is gone, but he's got Danny Dimes, even though he had 0 points too last week. But
I'm
Can't
work.
get, can't get worse. Can't get worse.
I'm
So
hooking up in the waiver wire. I got and some trades.
can't get worse. So number 8, even though he won, his team sucks. Mario Pirulli pretty good in at number 8. I mean, I don't see what's special about this team. Saquon Barkley is ass. Devontae is not that good, and no depth on the bench. I don't see how he wins more than 5 games.
Damn.
Number 7, we got Joe Blaney. He scored 120. Like he scores every week. Nothing else to it. He's gonna score 120 every week, and if he doesn't get lucky like he did last year, he's not going anywhere. Um, Running backs are mid, and Deontay Johnson got hurt this week too. Cooper Kupp, first round pick on IR. There's that. 6, we're gonna have to go with Anthony Panisi, Sacred Heart's finest. I mean, just broke the scale with the fucking Cowboys defense, dropping 37. Can't make it up.
Yeah.
He did lose, but he scored 122 and was very close to being Juicy Chubb. We're on number 5, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Number 5, we're gonna go Matt is fat. I do like his team a lot. McCaffrey, Josh Allen had a terrible game against the best defense in the league. Drake London 0, Goddard 0. He scored a good amount considering he had 2 zeros and a bad quarterback start. I see a lot of future in his a lot of bright future ahead. Number 4, gonna go with William DeVella, Billy. I mean, he just lost to me on high score of the week. I mean, he had Tyreek Hill drop 50. Brees Hall, great piece off the bench. Amir Gibbs, he's got to get started up. Justin Fields had a bad week, but I think he will be going on the uptrend from now on. At 3, we're gonna have Joey O'Donnell. I'm on another level. Jamar and Burrow shit the bed, and he still scored 110. I mean, he's got the best receivers in the league by far. James Cook showed a great effort. I mean, nothing really to complain there. He's got to save Flowers too. Strong team going forward. At number 2, Juicy Chubb
Yours truly.
rising big from last week. Brandon Ayuk dropping 33, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson shit the bed. Tony Pollard's good, and I mean Christian Watson's coming back. Jordan Addison, great bench pieces. Hard to complain with that team. And then number 1, high scorer myself. Bad tee shot. We did have a bad tee shot. T Higgins had 0 points, but it's hard to argue about how I don't have the best running backs in this league. Eckler and Bijan combined for 50. Ridley, great performance. I'm still working. My bench had nothing, but I mean, hard to not put me one after week 1.
Starters are the highest scorers in the league, so
Yep. It's nothing else to it. I don't want to give myself number 1, but I got it.
You deserve it. You
If you're
deserve
top
it.
scorer, you're number 1.
I have no issue with that list. Honestly, 2 is very generous, but I like it. You know, I like how you notice that Mark Andrews and Christian Watson is out 2 starter pieces. You know,
Of course.
just noticeable. All right, let's hop into the questions. First question I got for you, Rick. Should we be worried about T. Higgins? Actually, the whole Bengals team. Should we worry about the whole Bengals team? What's going on?
Well, as an expert fantasy analyst,
Yeah.
you have nothing to worry about. I mean, past 2 years, I don't think Joe Burrow's ever won a week 1 start in his life.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, but I mean, bad weather. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
you gotta
He's
take
still
that.
not fully healthy. He
Take
did get
that
beat
into
this week,
account.
so maybe he's feeling himself. But I think next week they'll score 30 points easy.
Yeah, that's something you got to take into account. The rain was terrible. The ball was slipping out of Burrow's hand, especially going back to his college days. Everyone talking about his tiny hands. It had to have been hard to get a grip on the ball. Not easy. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to be too much to worry about with the Bengals. Question number 2 for you, Rick. How does it feel to defeat Matt is fat, Matt Casey?
I mean, feels normal. I mean, that's what I expected coming in. Pressure's what you put in tires. You know, our team felt no pressure out there. They went out there and did their job besides T. Higgins. It was a bad tee shot though, like my team name is. We're not worried over there though.
All right. What'd you see from Bijan? It's a rookie. Had a lot of high expectations coming into the league, and you got him in the second round on the come around, which is crazy. It's solid pickup. You got to pick him up. Just what'd you see from him?
I mean, I loved what I saw, but I don't love what the Falcons are doing with him, putting him in motion. I really didn't see him in the backfield that much. He did score. But Algio scored 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Does worry me a little bit. Doesn't really change his value since he still scored 23 without and got vultured twice. But I mean, there's a little concern there, but nothing too crazy. I feel like he'll be fine going forward.
You don't like him out wide?
I mean, he's a running back, but
The thing about out wide,
as long as he's on the field, we don't care.
The thing with out wide though is he puts up receiver catching numbers, 6 catches for him last week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But he could have scored one of those rushing touchdowns. Should have had 2 touchdowns. We're not complaining though.
We're highest scorer. Come on.
By 0.16. 125 isn't good.
I know, but no one scored high. It's a hard week.
And Eckler did ankle injury.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Right, we got the handcuff. We're prepared.
All right.
Next question. Jalen Hurts, quarterback, 14.5 points. Time to worry about him at all or no?
I mean, I feel like he was the biggest steal of the draft, in my opinion, in the 8th round. Every other draft I see him going top 4 rounds. So honestly, a bad week. I don't like what I saw from the Eagles as a whole. It wasn't really just him. He did have a few like fumbles. One of them they lost, but I mean, so they had a pick 6. It's kind of like the Dallas game. He could have scored more. Like Dak had 0 points basically. But I mean, I didn't have the Eagles defense, so I'm not worried.
All right, this next question is for you too. Bring out the tissues. It might be a little sad. What's going on with the Jets? Aaron Rodgers is down. Defense looked amazing, but just for the rest of the season, you lost your quarterback. You want to speak on this a little bit?
I got a lot to say here. So, the biggest hype in Jet fan history. Aaron Rodgers on the team. He comes running out of the tunnel with the American flag. The whole stadium is on their feet. 3 snaps in. He tears his Achilles. You can't make it up. The Jets are cursed. Joe Namath has to die for us to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Whoa. He's a family friend. We got to calm down.
I'm speaking.
Super Bowl
Joe Blaney.
Calm down with that.
Sorry for the Namath Family Foundation.
Whoa.
Super Bowl 3, he sold his soul to the devil. And
He did.
Jets will never win again.
He got rejected by that announcer. He just wanted a kiss. There's really nothing to say. I mean, Zach Wilson, I mean, no one wants to see him play, but he didn't do that bad. He had that one terrible pass. All you got to do is throw it up to Garrett Wilson. He'll go get it.
I watched that. I was in math class this morning. I watched that. Was a beautiful catch.
Why were you doing math work in math class, may I ask?
What happened?
Why was he doing work in class?
I had to prepare for this podcast.
Fair.
First episode. Come on.
I mean, can't really say anything else, but the Jets have the best defense in the league. Shut down Josh Allen.
Cowboys are up there. Can we not?
Yeah, definitely. Jets, Cowboys. I'm not even going to include the Bills anymore. Zach Wilson just went down and beat him.
And then free agent returning the punt for the win. That's what we love to see. We have on the team. We're not worried. We are worried actually, but we're not as worried as we should be with Zach Wilson as quarterback because we could run the ball. We got great defense. All we got to do is score 20 points every game, which I feel like we could do, but we're not making the Super Bowl this year. I hate to say it.
Yep. It's not looking good for us, but
make the playoffs. That's lucky.
Gotta make it.
I was at that game last night. Gotta say, that was one of the sickest atmospheres I've ever seen at a Jet game. The place was electric. The punt return, you could hear the crowd on the TV broadcast from when I was in math class watching the highlights of the game. You could hear how good our fans are.
All right. Can we talk about that pathetic tackle that punter trying to make? What was he trying to punch him?
That 2-hand touch tackle.
That was. I mean, I understand he's a punter, but that's a game-saving tackle. You gotta lay out.
It really wasn't. The field goal won the game there. even if he didn't score.
Yeah. No, that's just pathetic.
Mike, you heard me?
What was that?
Have Trevor Lawrence if we had that punter on our team 2 years ago.
Yep.
Instead of Brady, the fucking worst tackle ever.
Aiden Man gave us Zach Wilson instead of Trevor Lawrence, and it's ridiculous.
Ruin Trevor Lawrence's career, anyways.
That's probably true. And if Zach Wilson was in Jacksonville, he would look like the best quarterback.
All right, Eric, your time's here done. You can stay with us, or you can leave. Whatever.
What are we talking about?
Everything fantasy.
Why should I not? Why should I not stay?
Eric's our special guest, high score.
All right.
We're just done with our questions for you.
All right,
Thanks.
let's go. We're gonna start off with week 1 point struggles and just like the people that stinked and what's that about? Anyone in particular you guys want to talk about?
I mean, this is the worst week 1 in a while. A lot of zeros off the board. A lot less touchdowns in the last 2 years. I mean, I don't know.
The first week, I don't think we can stress about it.
Hopefully, we.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
probably not something to worry about, but for most of these guys, at least. But yeah, Amari Cooper on my team, 6.7 points. Again, conditions were really bad. Not really worried about him. Sean Watson had a little bit of a hard time throwing the football, but with Nick Chubb in the backfield, I think Cleveland could be for real this year too.
I don't know who that number 34 guy is, and I don't want him on the team anymore. I feel like he had the ball more than Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I feel. I didn't see Nick Chubb run it once. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
It happened somehow. I don't know how.
All right. I mean, let's not riff on people. Let's talk about the ballers. And one person that just balled out was Aaron Jones.
Against me.
And Jordan Love. I liked what I saw from Jordan Love.
Yep, Jordan Love definitely looked good. If
Love.
if the script will continue, if you remember, Brett Favre when he was with the Jets, he got hurt in the only season he played with them. It was a little later on in the year, but now Rodgers hurt. So I can't wait to see Jordan Love in a Jet uniform in about 15 years.
Can't wait to see him get hurt first play too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, that the Super Bowl odds yesterday were plus 1,800. Guess what they are today, guys?
What?
Plus 3,500 at least.
Any guesses?
I'm gonna say 5,000.
Plus 6,000.
That's insane.
6? Yeah.
That's what losing Aaron Rodgers will do.
Boss got cooked. He didn't look good at all.
Again, first game, corner, probably the hardest position to play in football. But
he got bailed out by the OPI. It really didn't change much, but that was not a pass interference.
Speaking of another week 1 baller, Jets defense, 21 points, led by the future defensive player of the year, Jordan Whitehead, picking off Josh Allen 3 times. Best game I've seen from Jordan Whitehead in his career. Best game from a lot of defensive players ever. It's got to be up there for top performance for a defensive player.
Yeah, 3 picks. Josh Allen chucking the ball. I thought, I don't know. That was really embarrassing from Josh Allen. He'll be fine though.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen's not going to have to play the Jet defense every week. If last year he struggled against them too, both games. So I think the Jets just know how to stop Josh Allen, force him into turnovers.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk. Let's talk about my dog.
Yep, great game from him.
Yeah, I was watching the highlights, and I feel like he just got the ball every play. Like he always had the ball.
Yeah,
like Purdy must love him.
That offense is it's no joke.
Yeah.
Purdy, Ayuk at wide receiver 1. It's looking like Debo is a hybrid receiver and running back. Christian McCaffrey, who 152 yards, touchdown, and 17 receiving yards. So
yeah, this team's scary. They're my Super Bowl pick from the beginning. They're just a good team.
Yeah, there's nothing else really to say about that.
Guys want week 2 predictions about our league?
What?
Week 2 predictions. What we think the matchups we'll do?
Yeah, we'll do this later. We're still doing.
All right, my fault.
We got a thing going. All right, Jennings. Obviously, we expected that from him. I don't really know how many yards he had, but he had a lot. So
Yeah. Obviously,
yeah,
with number one overall pick consensus in most leagues.
yeah,
That's expected. Someone who's not really expected. Romeo Dobbs, a great game, and a lot of guys who aren't. The guy on the Rams, I don't know how to pronounce his
yeah.
name.
He's sick. He's sick.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
Yeah,
never heard of him really.
yeah. They just didn't. The Seahawks, they're my team, but they just couldn't read a play. Like it was, he ran to the middle field, turned around, and it was the catch every time. I don't know what's going on with Bobby Wagner. He probably still thinks he plays for the Rams. Honestly, he's getting a little old.
Yeah, he went, especially he went there to win a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
They were terrible. But yeah,
Bobby Wagner curse, is that a thing?
was that?
Bobby Wagner curse.
I don't know if the Bobby Wagner curse is a thing, but I'll tell you what is a curse that is real. My curse.
Yeah, you got a curse.
I was born a Jets fan. They're cursed. Fantasy 2 years ago, if anybody remembers the Najee Harris Monday night game, I'm up, I think, 5 points, 30-yard touchdown. I lose. I'm thrilled for the next year. Getting ready to go back. I go 2-11. Or sorry, I won one game in the regular season, and I won a game in the consolation bracket. And then this year, I'm back. I have no trades to ruin my team like I did last year.
Your team's already ruined, so it's all
But
right.
my team's ruined because Rodgers went down for the year. That was my starting quarterback. Kelsey was out week 1 with half a quarter with a half a game from both of them. I think I could win that game.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Cowboys defense looks solid. I don't want to talk about them. These are the Cowboys, and I went against them. CMC,
Talked about
Eckler. We expect that from them. Best running backs in the league. That's why they're drafted high. Olave, I really didn't watch much on him. How do you look?
He looked good.
Yeah.
Started off slow, I gotta say, but he finished up really strong. He had 8 catches, 112 yards, 19.2.
Oh, that's a great game. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went off last week. Another guy who went off in the same matchup on Rick's team, Calvin Ridley, 8 catches, 101 yards, and the touchdown, 24 points. A lot of people saw him as a sleeper this year, coming off his suspension for gambling.
Do you hear Nick right now?
No,
No. Jacoby Myers, he might be. His head might not be in the right place, but what a game!
9 catches, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, what a dirty hit too. That was crazy.
On my bench.
Yeah, it's a curse. That hit was dirty. I didn't like it at all.
I actually didn't see that.
It was like a slant route. It just got
With
cooked.
targeted the head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, did they drop anything on you yet? Or we're still waiting? I think he's actually in concussion protocol. Like, I think he's done for the week.
He's listed as questionable for next week. He has a projection, but he is in the concussion protocol.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Colts duo, Michael Pittman and Anthony Richardson. Honestly, Anthony Richardson looked really good.
Yeah. He did look really good.
Yeah.
Especially for a rookie quarterback in their first game.
Yeah, he was running a lot. Get the legs going.
He threw an interception, but that's to be expected from rookie quarterbacks. They're not going to be perfect. More total touchdowns and turnovers. I say that's a good game.
Yeah.
Especially with 263 total yards.
Next, we got Tua and Tyreek Hill, slinging the ball in Miami.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In my another league, a 20-person league, I have both of them. So I think it's safe to say.
Nice.
I won that matchup.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Then we got the rookie, Zay Flowers. I liked what I saw from him. Lamar Jackson liked him.
Lamar Jackson himself didn't look great, but
Oh, not at all. I wanted him to run. Just run, run, run.
But it's good to see that he finally has some receivers to throw to, especially
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he'll still continue to look Flowers' way when Mark Andrews comes back.
He loves Mark Andrews. We're fine. We're fine. Tyler Algier.
Yeah, I'm sure Eric has something to say about this with
Eric, eat up.
backfield, but
Go crazy.
Gotta get hurt.
That's horrible.
hey,
I'm-
if it happened to Aaron Rodgers, it should happen to anybody.
Oh. Yeah. Then we got Kendrick Bourne. I really liked what I saw from Kendrick Bourne. I did.
Yep.
Mac Jones looks solid too.
I don't like New England. I thought this was after 15 tries, going 0-15. I thought this year was finally going to be the Jets' year to beat them. Yeah. Zach Wilson's back at quarterback, so I have
Yeah.
heard news that they were talking to
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Well, Kaepernick reached out to the Jets. I don't know.
Oh.
It's like that meme.
Time.
Colin Kaepernick has agreed to play for the New York Jets. The Jets, however, did not agree to play with him.
I just. Yeah. All right, Mike, take it away with the injuries. You're just prone to injuries and stuff,
Yeah.
so it's your segment.
Rodgers and Kelsey with my team cost me a game. Rodgers obviously torn Achilles, out for the year. Kelsey hyperextended knee. Thank God it wasn't a torn ACL from him, because more importantly than my fantasy team, losing a weapon like that in the real NFL would just be horrible to see. Mark Andrews, Jay, what was his injury?
Can't tell you. He just didn't play. So
He was-
quad maybe.
I think he was just tired, didn't feel like suiting up.
Probably. Yeah, it was quad. It was a quad.
Quad. Cooper Cup, hamstring, IR, costly for Joe Blaney. Took him number 3 overall, 4 overall.
Yeah.
One of the two. First round pick ending up on IR to start the year. Never good. And hamstring for calf for Joe Burrow too. We saw him struggle. I think that has more to do with the weather that we saw in Cleveland, downpour. But if they have good weather next week and Burrow still struggles, it might be time to panic for Cincinnati.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Week 2 matchups.
Well, I just a prayer to J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
yes.
bad. I feel
Well,
horrible.
That's bad. Feel bad.
Break. And he looked good too. He looked really good.
For a touchdown.
Yeah. Looks good. All right, week 2 matchups. We'll start with our fantasy matchups.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Wanna go,
got
Mike?
Yeah, we got myself versus Team Bot. Projected to win by 5 points. Again, he drafted Jonathan Taylor in the first round. If
Did we
Kelsey
lose
played,
Eric? Sorry, did we lose Eric?
we might have.
All
We
right.
lost his camera. He's still here.
All right.
Yeah, myself versus Team Bot. Again, don't see him winning very many games as long as Kelsey's playing. I think I have this one. What do you guys think? I'm sure you guys would agree with me.
I don't know. You guys are both really bad.
We are. We are.
Yeah.
So I relocate to the Charger.
Got it. Smart. My thing's about it.
Got 10 minutes left, boys.
Let's get moving.
Jay versus Joe Blaney. Again, Cup on IR. I think Juicy Chubb takes home the W in this one.
I hope.
This one, our matchup of the week, if I was to say. I'm on another level. Matt is fat. Projected 0.2 points difference between the two of them in favor of Matt is fat. Matt is fat. He was in it last week. Joey OD, just he had struggles. If all their guys can play to their potential, it's going to be a great game. I think Matt is fat's going to take home the W. However, what do you guys have to say about that?
I don't know. Joey seems really good. It's
I
gonna be
do.
good.
I like Joey's team. I think it's going to be a great game. It could go either way.
Good matchup.
We
I
got
agree.
Eric. I'll let you take this one. You versus Billy.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, obviously 1 and 2 seeds after week 1, but I feel like I won't have a lot of trouble this week. I really don't see any team beating me currently, especially
Wow.
putting up
That's
some points.
confidence. That's confidence right there. And I
I
like
see
it. I
one
like it.
six. Billy has a great team, but I
Yeah.
mean, if you unless he scores 160 plus, because that's what my expectations are. I think I come out with the win.
That's a that's a crazy expectation. But we'll see. Last matchup, Ant Panisi, SHU's finest versus Mario. Pretty good. I mean, I don't like Mario's team.
I got it. I got
I got
it.
I also have Ant. Mario's actually projected to win, so I guess we're taking our underdog in this one.
Yeah.
We'll see what Mario decides to do at quarterback. He's got Brock Purdy and he's got Justin Herbert. So
All right. NFL matchups. Let's do rapid fire. We're running out of time. Let's go Viking Eagles Thursday night.
Kirk
I got
Cousins
Yeah.
on time. It's gonna be the Philadelphia Eagles taking that one home.
Like
Not even gonna be close.
We got Seahawks Lions.
and
As a Seahawks fan, I'm gonna give that to the Lions. They look great. They're not losing.
Yeah.
Raiders Bills.
uh,
It's gonna be a good one. I think Bills at minus 9.5 is ridiculous. I would
Ra-
slam.
Raiders are 1-0. Bills are 0-1, but I'm going with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. All right. Ravens Bengals.
Gonna be an interesting one. Division matchup. Both quarterbacks struggled week 1. I'm going with Cincinnati in this one at
Chiefs
home.
Jaguars. That's a great game.
give me the Chiefs. They're not going 0-2.
Yeah.
There.
Especially if Kelsey plays, which after their loss, I think he's gonna be playing.
Chargers Titans.
Pretty
Give me the
easy one to me. Titans are
Yeah.
not a football team. I'm going with the Chargers.
Packers Falcons. They both look good, honestly. Week
Yeah,
one, but
two
I'm gonna go
surprises
Packers.
of week 1.
Give me the Packers in the road.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Packers. Jordan Love looked good.
Colts Texans. I don't know. It's a horrible game. I will not be watching.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Not gonna be tuning into this one.
Give
I
me the
like
Colts though. Give me the Colts.
I like Anthony Richardson more than I like CJ Stroud. I'm taking the Colts.
Actually, bad. All right, Bears Bucks.
Another game.
Bucks.
Let
Not,
Mayfield cook. Let him cook.
Will win. The Bucks will win.
yeah, I'm gonna take
Giants
the
Cardinals.
Well,
I feel like Giants got to win that game. They need to.
Ryan Dable is too good of a coach after a 40-point loss to the division rivals to go lose to the projected worst team in the league. Taking the Giants.
49ers Rams. I got 49ers.
Yep, not really much to say. That offense and that defense, not a lot of teams can beat them.
Jets Cowboys. Sorry.
I
Gotta
hate
go
to
Cowboys.
say it. I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think the Jets are.
Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers is playing quarterback for the Jets, it's a different story. But without him, it's gonna be a defensive game. It's gonna be a lot of turnovers. But I'm going with the Cowboys.
Commanders Broncos. Give me Commanders.
Broncos.
I'm actually gonna take the Broncos in this one at home. Commanders aren't good. Broncos didn't play terrible.
Ooh. I don't know. So I think I'd go Dolphins, but Patriots did look good week 1.
Yeah, that's the Sunday night game. I'm gonna take the Dolphins in that one just because that offense looked insane last week. I don't think New England's gonna be able to take that.
You got 2 Monday night games. We got Saints Panthers, Browns Steelers. I'm probably gonna go Saints, the Browns.
I'm gonna
Saints and
I'm gonna take the same thing, Saints and Browns.
All right. Then we got week 2 start sits. Rapid fire. Who do you like?
Yeah. If there was ever a week to sit anybody from the Cowboys or anybody on the Jets, this is the week. These two defenses, we talked about it before. It's pretty insane. Both put up an insane amount of points last week for fantasy scoring. I wouldn't suggest ever sitting Garrett Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, or Tony Pollard. But if you playing in a 8-man league and you have a stacked team, I would consider benching those guys.
Fair. My start, I like Kadarius Toney. I do. He drops a couple balls. It happens. You know?
He's an NFL wide receiver. He's going to be making plays.
Yeah, except especially the versus Jacksonville this week. It's gonna be a shootout, I believe. So I like Kadarius Toney there. I don't know about starting, but like I do look out for him. Eric?
My start of the week is gonna be Devontae Smith. I feel like the the mailman has arrived. But I think Devontae Smith going up too. I think Rosie, stop. I think Devontae Smith torches the Vikings on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole Eagles offense is a start here, but I like Devontae Smith, quarterback 2 on him, not cornerback 1. So
Yeah.
I like AJ Brown there.
I don't even think that's going to be a close game. I think AJ Brown and Devonta Smith could both put up multiple touchdowns in that game. The Vikings defense is horrendous.
It is
All right.
bad.
Sits. Mike, start us off.
Yeah, no, I gave you sits last time with my start. I'm gonna go with Jaguars receivers, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. Kansas City's defense struggled last week against the Lions. The
That's bold.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Similar receivers with him and Calvin Ridley. With my start, I'm going to go with Calvin Ridley. He went off last week. He's due for another big game.
Yeah, my sit. I don't like Terry McLaurin. I'm not sold on him. Sit him until you see what goes on with that quarterback issue on the team and just figure it out. You know, I would sit Terry McLaurin.
And he's going to be George Kittle at the Rams. He didn't really get that many looks. I did get a lot of looks, but I feel like Debo is going to catch more this week, and there's really no room for Kittle, especially with CMC out of the backfield.
Yeah, that offense has too many options. Ayuk went off last week. McCaffrey going off. Debo and Kittle are kind of overlooked, and based on previous years, a little bit overrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, close us out, Mike.
Yep. We are the Fantasy Fanatics, bringing you everything you need to know about fantasy football and the NFL. Mike signing off. Catch you guys next Tuesday.
See you later.
See ya.